This is a Magnavox all-in-one stereo system from the early 1990s. I bought at a thrift store a couple weeks back for around $12, which is a pretty good deal if you ask me. And it was in relatively good condition. It was a little bit dusty, but other than that, it's in really good shape. And it has a belt-driven turntable on the top with 33 and 45 RPM speeds, a preset counterweight. As for anti-skate, I don't think it has any. And one thing I do like about the needle is that it has a little stylus protector that you take off whenever you're going to play a record. One thing that annoys me about the tone arm on this is that the needle is replaceable, and the head shell is replaceable, but the cartridge on the head shell is not. So if I want to replace the cartridge, I'd have to get a different head shell for this. And so far I haven't found any. And it's just a plastic platter with little screws to adjust how much it can bounce up and down. Again, belt driven. And back there's the 45 RPM adapter. Also has a tuner, AM and FM. You can save up to 6 different presets for each band, which is FM1, FM2, and AM. For those you can save up to 6 preset stations. You can press the button and it will tune to that station. 5-band equalizer, which is pretty nice, as well as a dedicated bass boost and volume control. And over here you have your input selection. There's tuner, tape, phonograph / CD TV input, which is basically a line input. And down here you have dual cassette decks. One's playback only. The other one can record from the tuner, from the other cassette deck, from the phonograph, or from an external source via the line inputs. And I did clean the heads on this, and I cleaned the needle because it was a little dirty. I haven't replaced it because it still sounds fine. But there was one problem with this machine. If you look on the back here, you can see that there are 3 auxiliary jacks, or RCA jacks, or 3 sets of RCA jacks, sorry, as well as an FM antenna connection. There is 1 line input and 2 line outputs. But there is no speaker connection on this thing to connect it directly to a set of speakers. So, after doing some YouTube searching and some thinking, I decided, hey, if I took a normal RCA cable, cut it in half so I could use both ends of the cable, and revealed the ground and lead cables, or wires, and connected them to the ground and lead wires for the speaker, what if I could use that to connect this to the speakers via the line output? And so what I did, I took a set of scissors, took an RCA cable and cut it in half, and then I used the wire cutter for both open ends to reveal the ground and lead wires. Then I connected the ground and lead wires to their respective counterparts on the speaker connections, which then go to the 2 speakers. And voila! When I turn this on, have it set to the tuner to 96.9. The sound comes through the speakers. Excuse the fuzziness of the sound, it's not the speakers or the connection, it's just the bad reception, because it is nighttime, so reception is nowhere near as good as it is during the day. But I already tried the cassette and phonograph when connected to these speakers, and it sounded pretty good. Almost as good as if it was a direct connection and not this RCA to speaker connection. But I did that, and now I have my own RCA jack to speaker wire converter. I'm going to get some electrical tape and secure these connections so they don't touch each other and interfere or accidentally get yanked off. So then I'm going to do that, and I should have my own homemade RCA to speaker wire converter wires. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be making a review of this stereo system soon. Thanks for watching.